Quicken Loans Mortgage. Everything we do is engineered to amaze.
Individual results may vary. Call for additional cost information. Other restrictions may apply. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
PM show nationwide, coast to coast, CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. That's the great Michael Reagan, ladies and gentlemen. So talking about the President Jimmy Kimmel was in the news here just the other night, and he was talking about Ron Paul's candidacy.
Ron Paul is a character. This is how he introduced himself.
I'm Congressman Ron Paul, Congressman from Texas. I am the defender of the Constitution. I'm the champion of liberty.
Is he running for president or auditioning for Batman?
All right, that was Jimmy Kimmel. And then Jimmy Fallon was talking about Perry.
The Republicans had their 20th debate, and did you see this? Rick Perry was actually in the audience. He was sitting in the audience. It got awkward when he stood up and he was like, I just remembered the third department I cut. Energy! Energy! You guys go back to... It was energy. That's what I...
Jay Leno was talking about the world's smallest man.
A 72-year-old man in Nepal may be the shortest man in the world. He is 22 inches tall. A typical guy on Match.com, he says he's 27 inches.
Yeah, let's skip to number 5 here.
Height or length?
That's, I don't know. And Jay Leno was also talking about the gas crisis, Obama's gas crisis.
I don't want to say it's painful to buy gas now, but before I stick the nozzle in, I have to put Vaseline around the top of it.
All right, and Conan was talking, and we're going to be talking about this ourselves.
Do
about
people watch that show?
The Conan O'Brien, I believe.
They watch that
He's
show?
got about a 0.9 share. I think
That
so.
big, huh?
Yeah, he was talking about the Academy Awards.
Oscars coming up in a few days, and this just came out. It was in the paper today. It turns out, guess what? The typical Academy member who votes for the Oscars, votes for who wins, who loses, is in their mid-60s. Yeah, that's good news for the movie Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, because it's the only movie they can see and hear.
There you go.
Got a 0.9 share.
They got 0.9 share. In fact, you gave him more than he just got in his own show.
Joke. All right, so the Academy Awards, we have Steve, the movie guy. Steve Evans is here. Welcome, Steve, to the show.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here today.
Say hi to Michael Reagan.
Hi, Michael Reagan.
Hi, Steve.
We've met.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, the holiday party.
There you go.
Yeah, the holiday party.
I was at the holiday party.
The
Cynthia's holiday party.
The CRN, it was a CRN holiday party at Angelo.
I only went because of her.
Yes, thank you very much. So we got the Academy Awards coming. Now, have you seen, Michael, any of the movies this year that are up for a Best Picture?
Have I?
Yeah, they're The Artist, The Descendants.
I saw Moneyball. I saw War Horse.
Wow.
The Help.
Wow.
Well, good.
You did better than me. I haven't seen any of them. You've seen them all, haven't you? You've seen The Artist also? What was the dialogue like in that?
It was overpowering.
It was
overpowering.
It was few and far between.
And Steve, you've seen them all, right?
I have seen them all.
Okay, so what's your pick, Steve? Seeing them all, we'll let you go first.
Well, first of all, let's just go down the list. I think everybody should know exactly what's being nominated. We have The Artist. We have The Descendants. That's the one that's starring George Clooney. Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close. The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, Tree of Life, and War Horse. And yes, I have seen them all. I must have a lot of time on my hands.
Yes, you must.
He's a lonely man.
So you've seen a few. What do you think?
I think The Artist.
I think The Artist will probably win it, but Hugo is phenomenal. The Help is a great. I mean, it's one of those years where there's a lot of really good movies.
A lot of really good movies and a lot of different movies too. And I was really, really pleased with the fact that there are really no two movies are on this particular list are like another, because they are very. They're very different, and they're all good in their own particular way, with probably the exception of The Tree of Life.
You didn't like that one, did you?
It just did not make any sense. And it's one of those movies where you go and you sit down and you wonder, is everybody else understanding this movie? Is it just me that has no idea what's going on? It starts at the beginning of time. So if you go to a movie and they start at the beginning of time, you're in for a long.
Who plays the role of the amoeba?
Steve. I was with the ones that are on the list.
9 of them. There's 9.
I was kind of surprised that Moneyball would be in that category.
Yeah, because usually good movies like that don't make it to the best movies of the year.
I saw the movie, but when I saw the movie, I didn't go Best Picture.
You know, I thought there was I love the movie because I really thought there was a lot more going on than baseball, and I also loved the whole baseball story as well. And it was, you know, it was a real changing point for the sport, I think. But you know, you had the Brad Pitt character going through, you know, a lot, and I think it just played well. I think it was a smaller movie, but I think it definitely deserves to be on the list.
I think there's too many movies. I think it should just be 5.
Well, it used to be 5.
That's what it should be.
Well, they've expanded it because, you know, it really...
Because they want to make more. They want to make more at the movie theater so they can say Academy Award nominated, and some of these are duds. Let's face it.
Bingo, that's right.
You know, like the Tree of Life, dud.
Well, it was a dud, but, you know, there's a certain segment of the Academy that really likes the very artsy sort of movie, and so that's why I think that particular... And Terrence Malick is the director. He is, you know, he's very well respected. I don't know really why.
I don't care. It should be off this list. The Descendants, maybe not on the list. Maybe you get off either Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close and Midnight in Paris. Should cut it down to 5 right there. There's the top 5. The other one should be in, like, you know, backup. If they're taken out of the lineup because they have too many steroids, then you can put one of the other ones in.
Well, one of the reasons they decided to expand the list is that when you boil it down to 5, sometimes you end up with 5 movies that nobody has ever seen. So
and now you got 9 that I haven't seen.
I think people saw The Help because the book was so big. I mean, my daughter read the book.
Yes.
And my daughter and Colleen went to see The Help and absolutely loved it.
That could be the backup
I didn't go see The Help because
yes.
I said I lived The Help.
You lived
I mean,
it?
I grew up with that whole operation, so I kind of get it and understand it. And they
well, the great thing
saw
about that was the type of movie where when you saw that movie, you said, "This is an Academy Award-winning film."
Yeah.
You know, you just because it had.
Yeah, and I think it could win. The Artist and The Help.
Do well, I think.
Those are the two. Those are the two front runners in my estimation: The Help and The Artist.
Rob, if you want to take a look at the Vegas odds, they say it's going to be The Artist.
Everybody says The Artist.
You know, and The Artist was a movie that I wasn't all that excited to see because
what everybody
says. Thinking, hey, let's go see a silent movie, but you really kind of have to see the movie to understand why it works. And if it does win Best Picture, it will be the first silent film to win that Best Picture award since the original film Wings won back in 1929.
Which was phenomenal.
You know what I did?
You didn't even know it was a. You didn't know it was a silent movie. It was such a great movie.
I took my
Gary
Walkman.
Cooper.
I took
Gary Cooper's
my
first
iPod
role
was in Wings. Was that his first role?
First role.
I took my iPod and just listened to music while the movie was going on. It was quite a great experience. I had my heavy rock list on and watched The Artist. You can do it. You can do it with country music and everything. And the movie is a whole different feel.
1927 Wings.
So we all agree that the Artist will win.
I think.
Will you agree with that, Michael?
Yeah, I agree with it.
Okay. We'll come back. We'll take a look at Best Actor and Best Actress. It's the PM Show Weekend Edition. Check us out on the web at crntalk.com. Steve Evans is here. Michael Reagan. I'm Michael Horn. It's 41 past the hour.